What's the matter with Kansas? What's the matter with Pogo? Pogo said, I've seen the problem. It's you and me. And now the leaves are falling. The days are going gray. It's football time. It's the time for hope of renewal. My favorite teams are playing competitively. Who can win? I'm in a football pool. Are you? I trust that I'll have the intuition to figure out who likely would be the better quarterback or the better defense. Oh. What's this? Somebody said the owners are giving bonuses to their coaches. Well, what's so bad about that? To dump games. Oh my gosh. You mean the NFL professional games are rigged? Oh my gosh. There's a disgruntled black fired coach by the name of Brian Flores who's saying all of this. He thinks his job is compromised because he's black. The owner of the Miami Dolphins basically said so, and that if he didn't do what he wanted him to do and dump the games, well, guess what? We have no use for you. That would be the Giants, the Denver Broncos. That's who he interviewed with for succeeding jobs. And that being the case, he's not going to go along with that. What's that all about? An honest coach? Pardon the lamp, but it kept rolling in my. It's got a mind of its own, and it basically says you're putting too much light on the situation, Augie. What's wrong with you? You're saying that football is not trustworthy at the professional level, or any level, perhaps. I mean, you can buy off a coach with a bribe, $100,000 for every game you drop. We get better picks in the draft. All these benefits come to us. And then you complain like Mr. Kaepernick complained about kneeling down and never getting hired again because he's a troublesome black. It's only the troublesome blacks because the white coaches, obviously, are going along with this. They're only doing it for certain teams, of course. It's not every team that's telling its coaches to dump the game for $100,000 bonus. That's, what the heck. And by the way, since you know you're dumping the game, you can also bet on the game if you're the coach, like the owners are doing when they do that. Oh, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't rig it. Oh, gosh, you have no faith in the games anymore. There's no faith in the gambling anymore. But there's one team that can have faith that will not happen. It's a team that's owned by its own community. And I'll bet you some of you people don't know what that team is. The Green Bay Packers don't have an owner. It's the community of Green Bay that owns the Green Bay Packers. So they wouldn't do that, would they? Who among them would be able to do that? And if they found out that their own team was losing games just because of a bonus being given, who would decide the bonus for the Green Bay coach? Interesting. But that's what's being decided all over the NFL, totally breaking the trust for all variety of betting, whether it's fantasy or any other aspect of pro football, now is suspect. So the Super Bowl is going to happen, but under the cloud of suspicion of rigging. And the two teams that are there are beneficiaries of rigging. The Rams had the benefit of an easy pass against Green Bay to beat them with a field goal in near overtime. The Kansas City Chiefs played like the Kansas City Chiefs in the first half, in Kansas City against the Cincinnati Bengals, who nobody thought would beat Kansas City. No one. There was suspect that the Rams might lose to the 49ers, but no one thought that the Cincinnati Bengals would go to Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. So did the Chiefs coach rig the team, rig the plays, and force a loss upon the Kansas City Chiefs and take away their Super Bowl chance? Oh, he wouldn't do that. But the owners might, because do they really care about the championship as much as the betting they get on picking the opposite team to win? Do you suppose the owners bet on the Bengals? The owners of the Kansas City Chiefs bet on the opposing team going into a playoff, possibly getting a Super Bowl for Kansas City? Do you suppose they might do that? Well, talk to you again. See you then. Adios.